फ्रांस में भारत के यूपीआई के उपयोग को लेकर भी समझौता हो गया है।
The very fact that our UPI is being introduced, is being integrated with the foreign systems, is the fact that we have been very successfully introduce UPI in a very short span of time, and the system is so wonderful that you open your mobile phone, click somebody's mobile phone, and you start paying to that mobile phone, but ultimately that reaches to the bank account of that mobile phone holder. So such a system never existed earlier, because we have a system which is very cost effective. I was just mentioning 88 billion transactions with hardly 1,000 crores of rupees of total cost occurring to the government. So, which is 1/8 of $1 billion. So, if you see, if that is the case, the cost effectiveness. You remember when digitalization was being introduced by the government, people were apprehensive about this digitization. They were saying that the charges will be so high that ultimately the customers will be the loser. Then the merchants will also, that those kinds of apprehensions were being but this UPI, we have been able to develop the national payment system of India. We have been able to develop, and if you see, more than 48 crore new bank accounts, zero balance bank accounts opened, with all of them by default getting RuPay card. RuPay card was introduced in 2014, I remember, and since then, the RuPay card is giving a run to Visa and MasterCard, and their business has narrowed down to a very small business. There was a time when they were having the monopoly, and they were sending across more than $1 billion, and the scale at which we are taking up the digital payments, had we been dependent on the Visa and MasterCard, it would have been costing us the multi-billion dollars. So we have been not only able to defeat the global giants like Visa and MasterCard, this is a democratization of, I would say, the payment system. You see, the UPI is working on the National Payment System of India. So the National Payment Corporation of India has a system of transactions. Earlier on, when the transactions were being made by using Visa and MasterCard, first they will route from the US, and then it will come to India. So now in this case, the transactions which are being made by Indians will route through the National Payment System of India, because it's a digital world, and it will happen cost free. Whether it is Singapore or France or England or US, they are technologically very advanced countries. But since we are the first movers in digital payments, and thanks to the demonetization and then the push given by the Government of India to the digital payments, that has been the the trendsetter in the country, and as a result, we have been able and very successfully been able to introduce digital payments using UPI and RuPay card, and doing away with the conventional Visa and MasterCard. So our payment system has made it possible for to buy oil at a cheaper price, and without there being any hurdle from those countries, those who had been habitual of putting up sanctions. Sanction is nothing. Sanction is just that we will block you from our banking system. Okay, if you want to block, you remain blocked. We will continue with our system. In 1999, dollar had the monopoly, and nearly 70% of the global reserves were held in the form of dollars. Situation changed, euro came, and some countries started keeping their foreign exchange reserves in the form of euro. The share of dollar was reduced to 59%. In 2019, before the advent of COVID, and before the internationalization of UPI, and before the efforts being made by different countries to introduce their own domestic currencies for international trade settlements, that was 59%. Today it is 54%. So this 5% reduction is the result of, is the culmination of different efforts being made at the global level by introducing their own domestic currencies for the international payments, trade settlements. 7-8 months ago, we introduced RBI brought a circular that from now onwards we can make international trade settlements in rupees. So earlier on it was not possible legally. So when RBI issued us that circular, since then we have made arrangements with about 19 countries, including UK, Singapore, and UAE, and many other countries. And now those countries, their banks have opened, our banks have opened Vostro accounts, which will make it possible to settle international trade without the usage of dollars in terms of rupees. We are doing it at a zero cost, so reducing the transaction cost to zero. Look at the merchants, look at these customers, the kind of convenience they have. Earlier on, if I wanted to send some money to, say, Mumbai, say I want to send 10,000 rupees to Mumbai, how much cost it was having earlier by making drafts, sending it through courier or post, and then that man getting it encashed. It was taking 15 days time. So quickly, without cost, and with so efficiency. So that is the benefit of the common man. What common man wants? Convenience. So that is happening. What common man wants? That's lower price. It is happening. But what common man wants? The lower freedom from the global giants. It is happening. So it's only for the common man.